What's going on? I'm Sam, and I just made quite a bit of money in the stock market today. So it's about 10:22. I'm probably done trading today. I took some profits and left. I'm going to leave the other positions open and just kind of see what they do throughout the day, maybe close them in the next few days. I have been very inactive in the stock market recently, and that's because I've just been leaving the money because I thought I would need it, which I still might. So I had sold out of all my positions last week so this money would be ready to take out and I can spend it on bills and living expenses. The election started to be called over the weekend, so the stock market was going to do something crazy this morning, and someone in my Facebook group actually left a comment saying that I should trade today, which I was like, I'm keeping this money so I could take it out. But at the same time, this comment really made me want to trade a little bit. So I made sure to be ready for market open. I watched everything. I watched PFE because they just had some vaccine news. It was up in the morning. I watched it drop. When it started bouncing back, I bought some calls. Very shortly after I sold those calls for a $500 profit. I think my position was up around $700 something at one time. I didn't take profit then. Of course, I'm not going to be able to reach the max amends, but shortly after I sold, the stock did drop again, so I got out at a good time, and I can't complain about a $500 gain. After that, I bought some APT, which, let's see what that position's at right now. Oh, things went up. So my APT position, I bought 300 shares. I did a market order because I was in a hurry instead of a limit order, which was awful because I got in like 20 cents higher than I meant to. I don't think there's quite as much volume on it as I thought there was, but I got an awful fill. That's okay. The position is up right now. It's actually up $135 now on 300 shares, so that's not bad at all. And then I bought some calls on FSR. I had placed an order for 50 of these calls that didn't get filled at my price, so I canceled that. I did get 4 of those filled. I decided not to add to it because the price was already increasing. Right now, those calls are up $76. They were up, I think, $120 at one point. If I had more contracts, I would have closed them out when it was up. Like, even at this point, I would close them out if I had 50 contracts. That would have been over $1,000 profit. But since I only have 4, I'm just going to let this one ride. I think it's going to do okay throughout the day, and I don't necessarily want to use a day trade on it. But I'll keep watching it. If it starts doing something weird throughout the day, maybe I will just close it and take some profits. But I did take $500 profit, and I'm up $200 on the other positions that I have open. So assuming that those wouldn't move at all, which you know they're going to, that would be a $700 profit for the day. But of course, those other positions are going to move, so that number will go up or down. But for now, that's a really good start for the day. Also, it is my third day being quarantined. So I'm still in self-isolation, waiting for some test results. I'm really hoping they get here soon, but I think I will be trading the mornings of the next few days. Honestly, that was just a lot of fun. I really do miss trading, and getting some extra money is always pretty cool too. Though I'm not always profitable, I definitely try to be. If you want to see every single trade I make, check out my Facebook group. Like I said, I'm not posting quite as much as I have been, but every single trade I make is on there. So thank you so much if you're already a part of it, and if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. So it's bright and early right now. I'm going to go edit today's video and get that ready to release a little later on. Come on, buddy, let's go get breakfast. Yeah. So I got everything done that I needed to, and by the end of the day, I was up somewhere around $1,500, give or take, and feeling pretty good about it. I didn't take profits on these positions. I didn't want to make day trades. So on Tuesday, the next day, the positions were dropping in value. I was thinking for some reason that some of the options expired on that Friday instead of Friday, 2 weeks away. I ended up closing some of those positions for a little bit of a gain, not as high as they were and not as high as they ended up getting a few days later. And I opened some others in the opposite direction. I had bought puts. They were supposed to be a quick flip. I didn't want to post a loss. I forgot posting trades and posting losses is a little bit harder than I remembered, so I ended up holding them for a few days. The stock kept rising. The calls that I originally had would have been worth like, I don't know, thousands, I think $2,000 just for those, over 2,000. They might be getting close to 3,000 now, but anyway, that's fine. I got a little bit of gain on that. I ended up cutting my losses on the puts, took a little bit of a hit, and lost most of the gains that I got on Monday. So it's Friday now. I'm ending the week just a little bit higher than when I started it, which is fine with me. I'd rather take a little bit of a profit than take some losses. Like I said, I haven't been trading much, and that's because I might be taking this money out to live off of, but I'm not quite needing to do that right now, so I do plan on trading a little bit. With all of my accounts, I think I'm up like $1,000 for the week, give or take. The Robinhood account that I post publicly is only up a few hundred, but I'm pretty happy. I can't complain. Being up any amount of money is pretty cool. And I did want to mention why I have that Facebook group. I've seen a couple comments about how I'm taking people's money to invest with it and losing all their money and whatnot. I don't take any money from anyone. It's not like I'm selling trade alerts or anything. The big reason that I started that Facebook group is to hold myself just a little bit more accountable by having my trades public. They're free. I don't necessarily want anyone to copy what I'm doing, but if anyone is curious as to what I'm doing, it's there for them to look at. I've always followed a few of the gurus just to get some ideas and see what they do, but I was telling myself that I didn't have time to trade. I think it was like June or sometime this year. So I saw some advertisement for some too good to be true stuff from a guy that I already followed. I decided I'd sign up, and I tried following a few of his trades because, like I said, I told myself I didn't have time to make my own trades at this point. He was putting down some really big money on these trades, and I decided I would too. I ended up losing a lot of money, and he lost a lot of money too, which surprised me. Yeah, after that is when I kind of slowed down on trading, and that's about when I made my Facebook group because it guarantees that I'm not just going on random trades. I'm not following anyone else. I'm putting a little bit more effort into it because I don't want to post anything super stupid, and I really don't want to post giant losses publicly. So it's really helped me evaluate the trades I'm making, what I'm doing wrong, and even what I'm doing right. So since it had been a few months since I had traded options, I did really good on Monday, and that caused me to get a whole bunch of FOMO on Tuesday, and I overtraded. I didn't lose as much as I could have, but I did lose all the profits from Monday, and I'm fine with that. Lessons were learned, and luckily they were kind of cheap lessons. I think I'm back in the groove to where I was. So I'm back to trying to make very few high quality trades instead of just over trading and trading to trade. It's a lesson I've learned before, and I guess I had to learn it again just because I took a little bit of a break. But I've been trading every day this week, and I plan on continuing to trade. I probably won't be doing too many videos about it. I wanted to make this one just because I had so much fun that day. And I do have that free Facebook group in the description if you did want to check it out. This week was pretty cool to get back to trading. I don't think I'm going to make a career out of it, but I am getting a little bit of extra pocket money again. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. And it looks like I'll be getting a plasma cutter in this next video, so make sure you check that out if you're curious. You ready to go home? You want the ball? Take it. Get the ball. Okay, come on. Come on, let's go.